pedal aficionados, primarily you guys that like to play solo kind of stuff, because this is what this pedal is about. And it's an older pedal, older meaning 2-3 years. Why am I reviewing it? Well, Digitech has been in kind of some turmoil, and there's no new products really coming out, but the brilliant, really brilliant older products, and there's many of them and they're great, are still being sold. And now friends of mine have taken over the distribution for it, and they asked me, look, let's push some of the older stuff because it's really good and we need more videos. So, hey, so I'm getting paid to do this video. Yet again, it should mean nothing if you trust me and you see my face, which I can't fake. This is all natural, baby. So we're looking at the Ricochet. It is a damn cool pedal. I have reviewed, or not reviewed, I have filmed the big whammies for Thomann, many of them, bass whammy, all that stuff. And I like them. It's really cool to do the Rage Against the Machine, and all that stuff. And Satriani's used to, why he has a whammy on his board. It's a really cool pedal if you need the control, if you need all the bells and whistles, if you need all the, add the fourth to the fifth. So when you push that swell or that pedal, you can say, I will add a fourth to my original note, and then you whammy that to a fifth. Or a minor third to a major third, and all those things. And then on the whammy drop, you can even have drop tunings. So you can go, down a half step, whole step, up to an octave. It's all good. But you know what? Sometimes you don't need that. Sometimes you need the ooh, or sometimes you need the ooh. The big whammy is big, hence big whammy. That's what I call it. It's heavy. It takes 1,000 milliamps, so it usually needs its own power supply. It's problematic in a couple of ways. If you just need some of the functionality, the Ricochet for a lot less money and a lot less space is the solution. I loved playing the track in the beginning. It's very inspiring. If we look at it from the side, we can see it's the size of the Freakout, and the Freakout is this size. It's relatively flat. Not even normal pedal size, it's slightly smaller. Definitely doesn't eat up a lot of space. Ins and outs on the left and right, it's normal, and 9 volt on the top. So actually together with the Freakout, pretty cool combination. So what does it do? Well, right now, if we go to momentary off, you can say, I want to go up a second, which you say the interval you define with this knob. I want to go up a second with a range knob, or down a second. And once you hit it, it goes up a second by the with the time with the shift knob. So this would be very fast, this would be very slow. Then when you go back, how fast does it do that? And you can see now we're going up very slow and then down slower. If I want that both to be faster, up, down, up, down. So instead of having control with a foot pedal, you predetermine the times. And if you kind of know your songs, you should be able to bend down between songs and quickly change the setting, and you're done. Maybe even do little Sharpie markers, all good. And that's turning on the pedal, always now being a second above, or of course, which would be very cool, an octave above all the time for those Satriani kind of things that he's done like that. But of course, the most the thing that makes the most sense is momentary. So right now, all good. You push it, it goes up to the pitch note. You let go, it goes down. You could also turn it on and now turn momentary on, which means now it's on the whole time. And when you're pushing it, it turns off. So you can flip that around, which I found out by accident. So momentary off. Okay. Since I don't have it on the floor right now, I have to operate it with my hand, which means, well, I'm turning momentary off. Have we forgotten anything? Yeah, all the pitches can be up or down. And we're going to go with the second. I'm playing this old thing, which is like a white guitar from some Whammy with this green module by some Whammy. Because why not? Yeah. Syn Y module in the Syn 50 with the Jam. That's going into the AUX on a V30 with some delay coming from said AUX. Now, of course, doing that's kind of weird because it'll stay on that second the whole time. So for that, I would really want the momentary. Let's say I want to go up slower, but come down much faster. So you have full control over that, up to complete craziness. Let's go faster here. There's some cool shit you can do. We're gonna go up a fourth. Nice. A fifth. Definitely cool stuff. We're up a seventh. Obviously, in any kind of speed you want. Now, octave. Now, we could go and put on the octave for good. tiny bit of latency, but it's not really hindering my playing. Two octaves is kind of pushing it. And why not? And now we come to something really cool, which is an octave and the original note, but in driven. Yeah, it can work. But it's better when it's clean. Now, these things with some amazing delay and some chorus, you can create simply kind of atmospheres for songs. So in productions, oh my God, I can full on freaking use that. That doesn't work. Yeah, you could do basic kind of stuff. Down and then this. There's better pedals for that. Now, can I go and pitch one octave up? So hell yeah, with some effects on it. For production, sometimes I want to play guitar-y parts, but I really want them sparkly, kind of jingle belly on top of it. So yeah, you do that. I mean, hell yeah. You can full on use that, maybe not live, but in a production as kind of some ear candy, as we call it, for those parts that make it neat in the background to get the range of the instruments apart. There's a lot you can do here. Really, the only drawback, well, the only two drawbacks is you don't have all the pitches, which I don't think is a major thing. It's got all the important ones for soloing, and you have to determine the speed with the shift and the return knob instead of having a swell under your foot. That is very controllable here. You have to set that up for the speed of the song. But I don't think that's a big problem. You can totally do that. Price-wise, size-wise, that rhymes. It's totally awesome. Does he make the red thing big there? I gotta admit, I had this pedal before and I sold it. I'm an idiot. I will keep this. It's a great, great tool to have in your arsenal. It doesn't break the bank. It's around $100 or something right now, or maybe a little bit over. Totally worth it if you love the Whammy sounds, but you're not crazy about the size of the Whammy, the price of the Whammy. That rhymes again. The price and size of the Whammy and the extra power supply. There is one alternative on the market, which is the Brainwaves by TC, which is very pink. Where, of course, you have more options in terms of determining voice 1, voice 2, and then you can do Whammy, what we do here, or you can actually have both of them at the same time hovering. But the swell is being handled with this mash button, so the harder you push, you kind of have a little bit of an expression pedal in this, but it doesn't quite give you the control. I think with the shift and the return, setting the speeds up, you have more precise control. And realistically, this is really cool. It also does up, down. It does all kind of the same things with more options, but options you don't necessarily need. And in a playing situation, I'd rather have the Ricochet than the Brainwaves. This is cool. This is to play around with and get lots of crazy stuff. But in the end, you find out all you need in the Ricochet, and that's more controllable. Price-wise, they're kind of in the same ballpark, so it's up to you. This is pink, this is red. But for what I did in the track in the beginning, the Ricochet is what I would go for. Thanks to Musikmeier for commissioning this video. Thanks, Thomas. Please support me on all the platforms. Please go to Instagram. That's very important because companies now look at Instagram for some reason. Facebook, HP42, all that stuff's all at the end. Use my links below. That's extremely important because that actually generates income for this channel. And you've been amazing. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Leslie, for switching. Animals at the end.
Till the sun goes out. Empty bottles on the dance floor. Ideas have died. I wish that I could understand more. So I won't stop trying till the sun goes up above.